The divine was always working through you and for you all this time. Just let that sink in for a minute. All the sufferings, all the hardships, all the challenges, all the mental health issues that you've been dealing with have all been there. And it's been uncomfortable, I bet, right? It's been uncomfortable, it's been draining, it's been making you suffer. Yet all of this was orchestrated by the Most High for a purpose, for a reason. And right there in the moment, when you're feeling it, you feel is, where is God? If God, this thing exists, then why is it I'm going through so much hardship? Why is it I'm going through so much suffering? Why is it I've been put here on this earth to go through all these challenges? Like, what is the point in all of this if I'm going through this? The reality is that it was all there to shape you, to mold you, to realize who you truly are. Because in the midst of all of this, it feels really dense and it feels really real and vivid. And you question what is the purpose? But the reality is, and always has been, that it was there to make you know or understand who you really truly are. When you have that level of pain, right, that's going on in your life, right, all you can do is question. Whereas if you have everything all high, fly, good, happy, then you're going to take that as, well, everything's fine, so why should I inquire? Why should I try and, find out who I am? But when you're in that midst of pain, the search and the eagerness to go within is when the journey begins. That realizing and questioning is where the juice really starts. That's when it starts to flow. And that's when you really start to expand. Your inner world starts to get more enriched. There starts to be more depth. And you realize that, hold on a second, I am this mini universe. I am powerful. If I've been able to overcome all of these challenges, I can overcome more. Because I realize that I'm no longer these challenges. I'm not these challenges. I'm not what the mind conceives to believe. I'm none of those things. I'm not even identified with this mind-based activity, these negative thoughts, this anxiety, this pain, this suffering. I'm none of those things. I'm untouched. The moment I identify with those, that is when the suffering begins. That is when the roller coaster begins. That ticket that you buy for that roller coaster was a real roller coaster, because you go down. You go down that downward spiral, and it's almost hard to get out. But that is what you realize when you're in that midst of pain. That is how unbelievably powerful you really are. And I want to commend you. I really want to hug you and tell you you're doing great. You're doing amazing. When you start to inquire what that voice is, those negative voices, you realize that, hold on a second, when you try to really find where this voice is coming from, you realize that there's nothing to find. But how would you know that if everything was all hunky-dory? How would you know that if everything's always good? You never know that, do you? But once the challenges come in, you start to look more deeply within, then you realize who you really truly are and what you're made of. And isn't that worth it? Isn't that worth it than everything just going right all the time? I know my life, that it's really helped me to break out of that shell, break out of this I-ness, if you like, this ego mind. And whilst all of those challenges were at that time very painful, it's no secret I've been through a divorce before. I've got fired at times, my jobs. I've been through some tough times. But had those times not have happened, then I wouldn't have been able to find out who I am, what I'm made of. And it's all here bringing you to watching this video. So don't give up on yourself. There's more to you than meets the eye. All right, guys. Oh, I just want to hug you right now and tell you how well you're doing. You're doing brilliantly. So keep it up. Don't give up. I love you as always. Until then, please like this video if it resonates. Subscribe. Speak again soon. Take care. Bye.